don't know if I want you on the back end, Chris.
Well, don't knock something you've never tried yet.
And now, CheezWits.
Hello.
I'm not sure I have time for this today, but hello.
Well, that's nice.
Sorry, I got clobbered with a bunch of work.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I might only have a few minutes here.
Well.
That and Charlie Kirk and, Polly Holiday. I mean, I just don't... What's this world coming to?
What happened with Charlie Kirk and Polly Holiday?
Polly Holiday was old and she died. Somebody tried to take out Charlie Kirk and they got him in the neck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Polly Holiday tried to kiss someone's grits, I guess.
I guess she did. That's sad, but she was old.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was her time to die.
Yeah. Well, not the death we were all hoping for.
Nope. No. Could have tried harder.
Well, think Wally's going to make it this time?
I don't know.
Let's see if we can get him. He sent me a job link last night.
They're doing a moment of silence on Fox right now.
He's trying to sign in right now or get in. For fuck's sake, Wally. I'm gonna have to send him the link again. Hang on. Wally at CompuServe.
Oh, are we not using his down email address?
Yeah, but it's a CompuServe.
Well, don't tell the people at CS that. They don't want to be associated with CompuServe.
He's probably trying to get in Zoom again.
Could be.
All right,
Sometimes you got to take the keys away from Dad.
I sent him the link again.
I hear him.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Wally.
Hello. I fucking hate technology.
What? This is surprising news.
Fucking computer. I'm telling you what. I turned this motherfucker on 30 minutes ago. And I went out and I prepped some dinner. I came back in 5 minutes before the show saying, I'll be fine. Fuck no. Microsoft Edge is now updating. Fuck you.
You use Microsoft Edge?
It's fucking all in the wind. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Now that I can agree with.
I have Edge in here, but I usually use DuckDuckGo as for doing that shit. But I don't know what the fuck it said. I'm telling you now, or Explorer or whatever, whatever the fuck. Oh, no, Microsoft Edge isn't it is in this computer.
Well, yeah, it comes with a computer. It doesn't mean you have to use it.
No, I know. I have Explorer too, and I have Google Chrome in here, and I have DuckDuckGo. I have fucking 4 of them.
I got Fakakta in here.
All right. No, I'm not even on the fucking computer now. and look at this motherfucker. I'm just absolutely livid, right? Okay, go ahead. Let's just do the show.
Oh, are we going to do a show?
Let's just do the show, God damn it.
That would be unique.
My portion will be short, so I'll be like the commercial. I'll be the vignette.
The vignette.
Yes.
Oh, the vignette. I remember vignettes. You'll get a 20-second wraparound vignette.
That's it.
With your Christmas greeting.
I was thinking 30 seconds with a 90 attached on the back end, but okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How fantastic.
I don't know if I want you on the back end, Chris.
Well, don't knock something you've never tried yet.
Okay. Are you getting me all right now? I'm finally able to switch to the computer.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can't see you.
Congratulations.
You can't see me. Let me just do this part of it. Boom, boom. There we go.
There he is.
Oh, my God. What a trying week, you guys.
Yeah. Is everything better?
Yeah. Well, no, everything's not better, but it's better than it was then. So I'll share as much as I can share. I will not just a person in our family circle, a younger person in our family circle.
Tap your mic.
I have a...
There you go.
I have so much anger in me right now.
Okay.
I just am. Let me turn up the this there so I can hear, and there. Okay. All right. So a younger person in our group, in our family circle, experienced a I guess a psychological
A crisis.
torment crisis. Yes, and said a couple of things that were overheard by school personnel.
Mm-hmm.
So that now we know their age range. And it alarmed them, and they took some actions. And it's undecided whether or not they overreacted or acted appropriately. Don't know. So
Probably
now
rather they overreact than not react.
yeah, I think so. I think it scared the hell out of this young person.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so to be in. So we're in a hospital setting, and the young person says, "Why is it taking so long? It's been about 2 hours. I thought I'd be here for like 30 minutes, and then I could go." No, this could be anywhere from 1 to 3 days.
Oh,
Yeah, because if they decide to evaluate.
yeah.
And I think the decision, so there was no evaluation. However, there was an addition of Zoloft to this person's, to this point, no medications whatsoever, but they've added a dose of Zoloft to this person for, I guess a mood stabilizer, they're calling it. And I guess that's what it is, a mood stabilizer. That being said, this person seems to be about the same, maybe less quiet, less reserved, but for the most part, the same. There is a feeling that maybe it was a bad day at school, and that prompted some language that, as we know, there's certain language that if you use it, people are going to react. Like, don't talk about your guns at school.
Yeah.
Because your locker's getting searched then, and there's going to be a problem.
Well, and especially if you're young enough that you don't really understand the full meaning of the words or
right.
the phrasing.
It's also like when we were kids. When I was a kid, I don't know, Jess, might have been different from you. You're a bit younger than I am, but when I was a kid, if you talked about your parents beat your ass, teachers who said, you probably deserved it. If you were to say that in school now, the Department of Human Services would be at your door, the sheriff would be there, the police would be there, there'd be 3 social workers, they'd fucking have the kids, out of there in a heartbeat. And I don't think kids understand and what beat your ass or yell at me is a very different definition now. My grandchild, both of my grandchildren have said to me before, "Why are you yelling at me?" And I can tell you, I'm like, yelling? Yeah, you're saying things I don't like. Oh, oh.
Like yelling and reprimanding are not the same thing.
Yeah,
but
when I'm saying don't leave your dishes on the table and get up and leave, you need to bring them to the sink. That's yelling. Really, what I'm saying is I'm giving you a lesson on how to be responsible. Yeah, so I think there's a hypersensitivity in lots of areas, right?
Oh, sure.
Maybe
I mean,
not this time.
we used to say, and some of us still do, "I'm going to kill you."
Oh, yes.
Right. And look, when I was in school, I'd jump up and say something. Jesus, I think I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
People would be giving me instructions.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If you say now, I feel like jumping off a bridge, which was what was said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
This makes me feel like wanting to jump off a bridge. Oh, well, there you go. And this is just, something that frustrated people say regularly.
I mean,
man, I could just pull all my fucking hair out.
This makes me want to stick a fork in my eye. Like I say that all the time.
I say, "Oh fuck me" all the time. Nobody thinks that I might have a problem there, or that I can even do it.
Look, I jump up and I say at the bowling alley all the time, "Fuck your mother." Look, a lot of those mothers are probably dead. Okay,
More
that
than
doesn't mean I
likely.
want to fuck your mother.
It does.
I
it
mean,
does,
no, never mind. I'm not going to go there.
It does bring up, though, that sort of sensitivity to just words in general, words and expressions in general. What was appropriate for us is maybe not appropriate anymore. Though I find a hard time finding it not appropriate to say, I feel like I just would love to jump off a bridge right now. This is so freaking killing me.
Yeah, I feel like maybe, and again, I think in this day and age of school shootings, it's probably better to overreact. But also, I feel like if you have any kind of school counselor, they can have a conversation with the kid first.
Yeah, well, the person, my young person was brought into an office area with a counselor, with a principal, and it was determined that this person needed to go to a step further. Now, the professionals at the step further said, no, maybe a mood stabilizer. There's, we know she's got a little sort of thing going on based on her pediatric information. She's sullen. But it's a sullen child, and so maybe this will help. Maybe not. Who knows? Because I'm concerned not just for my child. I'm concerned just the whole idea of just throwing medicine or medications at everything but in lieu of, maybe exploring other stuff like all of us have agreed that counseling is fantastic. She does take counseling.
And I don't think you've given away anybody's age or whoever it was.
Right.
By saying what you said. I mean, we all have heard the old joke, kid comes home from school and says, Mama, I got the biggest pecker in all of 5th grade. And the mom says, well, you should. You're 37, Charlie.
So that was it, but it was quite, it's very alarming. It's alarming if it's somebody who is your age or who is your peer. It's alarming if one of your friends or your peers is in that area. But when it's a child, it really becomes alarming. And if it's in your family group, then you're really alarmed. And man, I was fucking a little bit messy last week, and I'm the reason why we didn't have a show, because I couldn't be here, but I was messy. And now
I wonder how Scott Schlein knew that you were the reason we didn't have a show. Because
what did he say?
We posted just a graphic on the Facebook page saying unforeseen circumstances, we're not going to have a show this week. And Scott Schlein commented, "Damn it, Wally."
I'm guessing it was a lucky guess. He dropped by the bowling alley last Tuesday night, and he said something about no show. No, it wasn't last Tuesday. It was last Tuesday night. So no, he didn't say anything to me about the show. So he must have just guessed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it probably thought it was a technology issue, and then it would absolutely be me.
That's probably
true.
I
guess technically it was a technology issue because these people listen to too many things, and
I'm telling you, it is. There are a lot of shit things that go through your head in these instances, and a lot of your head is just swimming with precautions.
Well,
what should I do?
And
what should I hide? What should I get rid of? It's like if you have an alcoholic friend, you get rid of all the booze in your house, right?
I mean,
or you drink it up.
Obviously, if there's somebody having a thing in your family, you gotta focus. What were you gonna do trying to record this show while that was going on? What were you gonna do?
I would have sounded like I was driving in a car in the dead zone.
We've seen what you're like when you're trying to grocery shop while doing this show. So
I know. when they've got 100% of my attention, I'm horrible. So imagine me with one eye and one ear.
Yeah, isn't that great when Wally's like trying to walk through a grocery store and, he's trying to tell us something. He's in the middle of a great story. And then all of a sudden it's, what the fuck is arugula?
Now, here I will tell you, I'm in a defensive mode. I fucking know what arugula is. As a matter of fact, I was just prepping baby bok choy for tonight.
Well, baby bok choy. Haven't you heard?
Baby bok choy is so good, you guys.
So I hate to cut it short, but I've got 3 radio stations. I got to get on the air by Friday. So I'm going to have to run, but I wanted to say hello.
What?
Yeah, I got.
Oh, have you sold systems or are you working?
No, this is actually format stuff that I was contracted to do, and I got to get it done.
Wow.
So,
well, I have an interview on Monday, operations director, but not in radio.
Okay, well, that's good. Good luck.
But thank you. But good luck on your 3 stations.
Thank you. And if I decide to take a shit in the next few minutes, I'll check in with you.
Definitely take a picture of it and send it to that phone number.
I will. I've still got the number.
Which, by the way, I have it on good authority that perhaps some cards with a QR code were dropped off at a concert in Virginia Monday night. So
Life is good.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. See you. Bye.
Okay. Bye, Chris.
Oh, Virginia.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Very
the only thing
interesting.
that makes me sad is that I don't get.
Frozen.
Huh?
I'm frozen.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I am on my screen.
No,
well.
you're doing this.
Yeah, but you're frozen too on my screen. Oh, there. Oh, yeah. Whatever. See, my computer's fucked today.
Well,
Oh,
you're not.
there you are.
You're not frozen on my screen.
Nope. No, I'm not anymore. There you are.
The only thing that makes me sad is that I don't know if it's working.
Yeah. It's hard to know, right?
It's impossible to know unless I randomly text him and say, "Hey,
Have you been getting turd pictures?
I know I told you never to contact me again, and I know it's been 10 years, but anything unusual happening lately?" Just checking.
Just want to know. You getting any turd photos? It's just that 2 words together. Turd photo. It's just funny. It's just that is funny. Turd photo. What's that? What you looking at there? Turd photos.
Why do I keep getting turd photos?
Listen, and no pun intended. If I was getting turd photos, I'd fucking shit myself. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I can't imagine. If there was somebody who, we've talked about OnlyFans and we've talked about the stuff where people may, that there are people somewhere who will pay for turd photos, that they are fucking sexually enticed by photos of shit. I can't fucking for the life of me imagine the proclivities of people are so fucked up. And this is what I'm worried. I wonder if your guy that we're talking about, or that phone number we're talking about, that I wonder if turd photos might actually be something that would be a favor. I'm thinking you may be giving some sort of unrealized gratitude or unrealized happiness to this individual as they spank away to turd photos.
Possibly.
I mean, just flogging the bishop and looking at the turds.
Possibly.
Oh,
now,
man.
I know that they were dropped off, these cards with the QR codes were dropped off in the bathrooms at this concert venue.
Yes.
And I feel like, and I had this conversation with my friend, the ones in the ladies' room, I feel like women are less likely to participate, but that they would take pictures of it and Instagram them.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. I think ladies might be less likely to participate, but I think OnlyFans has showed us that women are much more aggressive in the area of showing stuff about their body than men in many instances. Not a lot of guys doing the spread eagle on the OnlyFans.
I still think, well, that's because not a lot of women want to see guys doing spread eagle on OnlyFans.
But a lot of guys do. There are guys who want to see guys' hairy assholes, as far as I know.
Well, next time you're on OnlyFans, Wally, look for that and let us know.
I've never been on it, but there is a I saw, I think on Netflix, I saw a documentary on the OnlyFan wars, and I'm gonna watch it. I want to see what that's about.
I haven't seen
Apparently, some people have said that OnlyFans has ruined their lives, and other folks say, "Oh, OnlyFans is the best." I'm interested to see what the thing is. Here's something I also, just speaking of OnlyFans, I hear a lot less lately. Maybe you hear more. Maybe because I'm not as connected with this sort of topic or modern shit. And that's not the word I want. I don't hear a lot about influencers as much as influencers used to be fucking all the time. I know they're still
all the time.
I know that, but I hear so much less about
they're still there
as of late.
They're still
Maybe
there.
I've just deafened myself to it because I find them so fucking obnoxious.
They're still there.
And
They're
ridiculous.
They're still everywhere.
Are they? It's still pounding the pavement, still trying to get rich doing whatever it is.
In fact,
they do.
some people think they're influencers when they're actually like such a low level. Like I've seen some videos on TikTok where someone has gone into a restaurant and claimed to be an influencer and asked for their dinner to be comped.
I read that. I read something about
because they're an influencer and they only have like, I don't know, I say only, they only have like 15,000 followers.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's 15 times more than I have.
Right.
So I guess compared to me, they're an influencer. But influencers, the real ones, have 1 million followers or more.
Yeah, they
and
do.
so they'll go into this place and they'll say, I'm an influencer and you need to comp my dinner and I'll say nice things about you on the internet. Restaurant owners like, no thanks. That's not, we don't really, when we work with influencers, it's planned out ahead of time and, we know that you're coming and we didn't agree to that. So here's your bill. And then this mini influencer wannabe tries to ruin them.
Yeah. With their 15,000.
With their 15,000 followers.
By the way, don't live anywhere near the restaurant they're in.
Right. Yeah. And more often than not, what happens, like when I saw it recently, the restaurant was saying, hey, this is what's happening and this person's trying to ruin us and we're getting all of these negative reviews on our Facebook page or whatever, on Google reviews and Yelp and so then other influencers will, like actual influencers will step in and say, this is not right, this is what's happening. And then their followers will actually go to the restaurant and eat the food and spend their money there and leave them positive reviews. And
fucking weird world.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
Just to think that you're entitled to shit for free. It would never occur to me, even when I was full-time on the radio with a brand new award for my personality. It never would occur to me to just walk into a place and demand free things.
Listen, I'm a CMA award winner. I need to get a free cocktail and hors d'oeuvres right now.
Now, don't think, though, that if I needed something fixed on my car and I went to a place that happened, I know, to advertise with the radio station, don't think I wouldn't say, hi, I'm Jess Wright.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because I would absolutely the fuck do that. And then if they wanted to give me a discount or something for free, I'm not going to ask for it. I'm not going to say, hi, I'm Jess Wright and I need you to fix my car for free.
Oh.
But I'm going to let them know who the fuck I am because they're also going to know if they listen to the radio station that if I get good service somewhere, I'm going to say, you know where I just got great service?
Right. So here's the important thing of that conversation that we're having is that if you didn't get great service, you'd never say it.
Exactly.
You'd only say it if
partly
you got
because I would get fired, but also because
no, yeah, because that wasn't the point. That wasn't you got great service. XXX.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I have definitely gone into places and particularly car places and said, "Oh, I came in because I wrote and produced your last commercial
Mm-hmm.
over at the state." They said, "Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yeah, we're knocking off a few bucks." And if they don't, so what?
That's
If I got
cool.
good service, I'm still going to say I got great service.
Right.
Particularly if they are. But I would, whether they were an advertiser or not, if they were shitheads, I'd never say they were shitheads
No.
because they're potentially advertisers.
And if they actually were advertisers and I said they were shitheads, I would immediately be fired.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that there's a pretty strong or the belief that don't burn bridges.
Mhm.
You don't ever know when you're going to have to cross a bridge.
Yeah.
Because for sure, some people can find themselves on the other end of one day you're the fucking lowly intern, and the next day I'm asking you for a job.
Now, I did recently discover that I had gotten poor service, but I didn't realize it because it's been months, because I am not an HVAC person. And if I were, then I would not have needed to pay someone else to do this shit.
Uh-oh.
You may remember that my HVAC stuff was all done by a guy I knew.
Yes.
He used to have his own HVAC company.
Yes.
He decided to walk away from that and go get a job with the pipe fitters union so he could get benefits.
Yeah, I remember this because I think at that time I might have said, I have sworn off hiring. I know a guy.
But he wasn't just I know a guy. Like, he had an actual company and had done good work for me before, and had done consistently good work for me while he was still operating the company.
Right.
But then after he just, like, he fucked around, like, I was trying to get the basement tied into the HVAC. I never got that done. I just got a portable portable air conditioner with a heat pump in it. Done. But last, I think April, my AC had gone out. It stopped working. I texted him, "Hey, can you look?" He said, "Yeah, but try this." And he talked me through, turn off the unit, turn on the fan, because it was still running. There just wasn't any air moving through it. So he said, turn off the unit, turn the fan on, and then after the fan has run for 3 or 4 hours, turn the unit back on. And I did that, and the cold air started coming through again. And he said, "When's the last time you changed the filter?" And I said, "I change it every 3 months." And he said, "You have dogs, you need to do it every month." And I said, "Okay." And I changed it right then.
That seems fair.
And the filter, I said, I took a picture of it. I said, "It's not that dirty. I mean, I vacuum every day. It's not like there's dog hair."
You vacuum every day?
Well, the vacuum vacuums every day.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I forgot.
But it's not like there's just dog hair floating around the house all the time, right?
There is in mine.
And he said, "Yeah, but it gets in there and sometimes it's dirtier than it looks," and that's probably what it was. Okay, fine. A couple days later, same thing happens again. I said, "Okay, really, can you come by and look at it?" He said, "Yeah." So he comes by. I don't even know he's here. He goes in the back. He does whatever he does. He leaves. He calls me. It was a little low on Freon. I charged it up. Should be good now. And it was from April until last week. Last week, it started doing the same shit again. So I turn the unit off, turn the fan on. I decide I'm not calling this motherfucker anymore because he has let me down way too many times.
Well, he let you down just not showing up for a long while, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He was call. No, oh, yeah, I'll be next week. 3 weeks later, you call again.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember this.
So I reached out to my friend who was my realtor and said, "I can't trust this person anymore. Do you have any recommendations?" She sends me the information for a guy. I call him. He calls me right back because I got his voicemail. He calls me right back. It's 4:45 in the afternoon when I discover when I'm sitting in my office here going, why am I hot right now? What? It's because it was 74 at my house.
I thought I'd pass. 4. Ooh.
So he calls me right back, but he's like as far away as you can be and still be in the Nashville area. So he says, I can come first thing tomorrow morning. I said, okay, fine. I will suffer through. It's fine. And because I've let the fan run for 4 or 5 hours, right before I go to bed, I turn the cold back on. The cold kicks on. It doesn't get the house as cold as I want it, but it's blowing cold air enough that I can go to sleep. I wake up at 4 a.m. It's not blowing cold air anymore. I start the process over again. Guy shows up, and the condenser coil is all clogged up.
So it's an easy find for him.
It was an easy, yeah. If the first dude had looked, I said, would that have been the thing that caused this same problem back in April? And he said, yeah, if he didn't clean it, and it doesn't look like it's been cleaned in quite some time. He said, so I'm just going to do a full service on it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
See, but this...
But now I'm pissed off because if dude had done that back in April,
right,
I wouldn't be paying for this shit twice.
Yeah. So, but this goes back to something we talk about a lot. Is when you're doing the shit, when you're doing something and you're not doing it right, and you're having to go back over it and over it and over it, over it, over it again. I fucking hate when people come in and do that kind of shit. So I have the furnace guy come in. We use a company called Air Serve, and they come in and service the furnace every year just before winter. They're coming in October. The fucking guy is so fantastic. They come in, they fucking leave and they're messing in fucking oil and gross and changing filters, and there's not a drip of oil at the oil tank and the oil filter. There's nothing anywhere. The furnace, they vacuum it, they take care of it. It's all cleaned up near it. It's beautiful. That's the kind of fucking work you want. I fucking hate the I know a guy work attitude. Now, I know a lot of guys who are very fine at doing shit and will do you favors. But it's a lot of the guys I don't know a lot of roofers, and I think I've told you before, we had our roof done, and I don't know, it cost like $20,000 to have the roof done. And the first company we had, they were here for about 9 hours, and I told them to leave because they got high during lunch. There was 3 guys. They got high and were drinking beers out in their van during lunch. And these were, I know a guy, someone recommended them. And I said, listen, you guys got to go. And they're dropping their cigarettes in the yard. And I said, you got to go. And they said, well, we're going to do this job. No, you're not doing the job. You're probably not bonded. No. Well, fuck, you're going to climb on my roof drunk or drinking and high? No, I don't think so. Because I'm not paying for anybody's back when they fall off the fucking... So I had to pay him like $1,000 to leave. But it was way better than having, a $300,000 lawsuit when some fucking guy falls off the roof and busts his back.
Yeah.
The next company came in, and this is when it cost $20,000. The first guys were like $12,000. Next guys are $20,000. But they come in with fucking 6 guys, 2 girls, a supervisor, day and a half, fucking stripped down, new roof, right down to the fucking wood. Not a fucking nail, not a piece of plastic, not a shred of anything anywhere, and just gone. And a beautiful fucking job. I love those kinds of people. Guess how many of them spoke English?
Probably 0.
0 of them spoke English. Of the I know a guys, they all spoke perfect. Yeah, fucking spend that over here, man. Give me that fucking... Hey,
but
give
see,
me a hand.
I think if somebody I know and trust says, I know and trust this company,
yeah,
or this person,
it's a good recommendation.
Then I'm gonna start there, because as a single woman, I'm gonna get taken advantage of by a lot of these motherfuckers.
You sure as shit are, but you know what? Not just as a single. If you look at all like you don't know anything, you're fucked. You have to learn. So you always have to learn a couple of words. Like, so what are you gonna do with the eaves up there? You got to learn a couple of words. Are you gonna put new flashing on?
Yeah.
You really do you have to learn a couple 3 words or a couple of procedures to just throw out there and say, oh, this fucking knows a little something.
Yeah.
We can't fuck around. You do have to know a couple of Just learn a couple of words.
Now, I am still waiting for my roof to get fixed.
Yeah, that's
It will
still
have been
over a year.
in 19 days. It will have been a year that I've had a hole in my living room, and it's not the roofing company's fault completely. They
Still funny with insurance.
It's the insurance. The adjuster, the roofing guy came out to look at it again, and he said
this is the new one, right?
Yeah, and he said the box vent that the adjuster approved to get replaced has to be installed a certain way to meet code and to meet manufacturer specifications, and insurance has to cover it to meet code and manufacturer's recommendations. And so the way that box vent is installed, there's no way to remove it or install another one without damaging the shingles that are underneath it.
All right.
So
you gotta lift it. Yeah.
the insurance adjuster won't approve. He thinks that they can just remove the vent, use the same nail holes in the shingles, which I've never heard of.
He's a fucking idiot.
He says he keeps checking with his supervisor. I know the insurance company's job is to not spend money.
Yeah.
But he keeps saying, I've checked with my supervisor and he's confirmed that this is what has to happen. And so they actually are going to have to go up there, damage my roof, removing the box vent, take video of themselves removing the box vent and showing the damage to the shingles. And then the adjuster will approve replacing just the 12 or 20, whatever it is, shingles right around it, which are discontinued, which means they're going to have to do the whole back half of the roof, which then won't match the front half of the roof, so they'll have to do the whole roof. So eventually, they're going to have to do the whole roof, and I think everybody knows that, including the insurance adjuster.
Yeah, of course.
But they're trying to not replace the whole roof.
What fabulous company do you use? Can you say?
Allstate.
Oh, are those the good hands people?
Yes. And as a matter of fact, the woman at the local office, whenever I've ever had to call her, she will repeatedly tell me I'm in good hands.
That's fantastic. So yeah,
and I want so badly to go, but there's mayhem.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, you should tell her, well, bring your good hands over here and start fucking fixing shit.
Yeah, because I'm tired.
Yeah, so we have on our house, we actually canceled. We had Liberty Mutual, and Liberty Mutual has been fabulous to us as an insurance company.
Liberty.
Yes, the emu has been good. The Liberty Mutual has been good to us, except in car insurance, where their fucking rates are so high.
Yeah.
But I think everybody's car insurance rates are fucking ridiculous.
Yep. Mine keep going up for no reason. I barely drive.
Well, when the grandson, when Dagan turned 16 and a half, they automatically increased our insurance because there was another driver living at the address.
And then didn't they put him on Cheyenne's insurance too?
Cheyenne's too, because she had an address here, and then they ended up putting her on ours as well. What? Whoa! What the fuck? And then they want all kinds of stuff to prove that the person doesn't drive your car. Well, here's a little bit of proof. He doesn't have a fucking license.
That's like that. That's like when Amazon sometimes asks you for proof that a package wasn't delivered.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of my empty hands.
Hey, I hope that happens again. From Amazon, I ordered I ordered something called timber oil, Australian timber oil for our porch, and it takes like maybe 2 gallons, maybe a little more than 2 gallons, because I had to do the stairs too. So it comes, the first gallon I get fine. The second gallon comes, and it had breached. The cover had come off, and it's a gallon. And this stuff is $75 a gallon, so it's fucking tipped over. And I said, "Well, what do I do with it?" They said, "Oh, we'll send you another one." I said, "Well, should I send this one back?" They said, "No, you can't send it back because it's a hazardous material." And I said, well, you sent it to me as a hazardous material and it spilled. Anyways, they said, keep it. I'm telling you, Jess, if a half cup came out of that gallon, I'd be shocked. They sent me another. And then also they ended up giving me a discount. So that instead of $75, they said if you want to buy some more, you also, because it was coming from a private or private store on Amazon. That private store said, well, if you want to order more, if you need more, we'll give you a discount. And they knocked it down $25. So I bought 2 more gallons. I said, fuck it, this will be good for next year because the last 3 years in the can are fantastic.
Nice.
But Amazon they just fucking say, yeah, keep it. Keep it. If you think it's broken, keep it. I don't
Not for
want
everything, but for a lot of stuff.
I'm sure not for everything.
Yeah.
Because I got when I got my new laptop, it came and I said, oh, there seems to be a problem with the power cord. They said, oh well, send the laptop back. I said, I just need a power cord. I don't need a fucking. I'm not sending the laptop back and all this. They said, well, blah, 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 blah. I went up and just bought a new power cord because sometimes it's just a bullshit to deal with them. But a lot of times they're just like, oh, we'll send you another one.
You know, I started a few years ago. I needed a new laptop, and I didn't have really like new good laptop money, so I got a refurbished laptop.
Me too.
And then I got the warranty because the cost of a refurbished laptop plus a 4-year warranty was still way less than a brand new laptop. And after about 2 years, it started to do weird things. And I activated the warranty and said, this is doing weird things. And they said, send it to us and we'll fix it. And I sent it to them and they were like, oh, we can't fix it. Here's a refund for the full purchase price. And so I used that and bought another refurbished laptop and a 1-year warranty or a 4-year warranty. After 2 or 3 years, it started to do weird things, and I go to the warranty and I say it's doing weird things, and they say send it and we'll fix it, and then they can't fix it and they send me a full refund.
I'm gonna have to buy that warranty. I always decline the warranty.
It's a hassle. It's a hassle to have to like set up a new laptop and get all of your
it fucking
bullshit
is.
on it and everything, but I hated that last laptop I got, and this one I just got as I think the 3rd replacement after I got a full refund. This one I like a lot.
Yeah, I now have an HP, and I didn't used to like. There was a specific brand of laptop I liked, but they don't make laptops anymore. They just make TVs now. And so I got the HP and the previous laptop I got was a refurbished. It was fine for like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years. And I never had a problem with it. And actually now I still didn't have a problem with it. The problem with it now was I can't keep the fucking battery. The battery life is just nuts.
Yeah. Now,
has none.
While I was waiting for them to fix my unfixable refurbished laptop, I was using the one that I originally was trying to replace several years ago. And the reason I was trying to replace it, it still worked. It just got really slow.
Yeah.
And every once in a while I can do stuff to bump it up a little bit. But I looked it up the other day to see when I originally bought it. I bought it in 2015. It's a 10-year-old laptop. It's a Toshiba.
That's what I use, Toshibas. I like Toshibas.
It still works.
Yeah.
Like it was slow. It was making me a little crazy how slow it was.
Yeah, mine too. A little bit slow. But the Toshiba I like because I'm a clumsy motherfucker, and you can drop a Toshiba from the top of a building.
This thing has it has a CD drive in it.
Yeah.
The door has fallen off. I don't know where the hell it is. Like it had been knocked on I have dogs. It had been knocked on the floor several times.
Mine too. I'd spilled stuff on it. This fucking Toshiba just was like bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
But the battery started and it was just fucking slow. It was just slowing down.
Yeah.
So but really the slowing down part was about if you had 3 things open. Well,
yeah.
You better close them all and just work on one thing at once and fuck doing any audio, anything that took some you needed speed.
I was still able to edit the podcast on that Toshiba.
Nice.
Downloading the audio though, downloading an hour-long file, and the Wi-Fi card that was built into it stopped working years ago, and so I got a little Wi-Fi plug-in thing.
Yep.
A Nano, I think it's called.
Yeah,
that plugs into the USB port. So it's faster, I think, than the original Wi-Fi card was in the laptop.
And that's the other thing about the Toshiba had. I think mine had like 4 USB ports, and like the Hewlett Packard, you get 1. You might get 2.
I think
maybe
this one.
2.
One of the things I like about this one is it has 1 or 2 USB-A, and it has a couple of USB-C ports, because my last one only had C, and then I had to go and buy converters for all of the shit that I wanted to plug into it.
Clever. Yeah, I had a converter for pictures and stuff because I did a lot of pictures on my laptop, a lot of photo work and making shit. But I had to get one of those. That was the fucking. I always hate that. I had to get the adapter that would take 4 different kinds of ID cards, SIM cards, or whatever. It'll take your phone SIM card. It'll take this card out of your camera that holds 8 megabytes or 8 gigabytes of pictures. What is that fucking card called? Goes in your camera. The memory card.
Huh?
It's a memory card.
Yeah,
they cost
I can't remember what it's called, but
whatever. I don't know what they call them because we don't use them anymore.
But there's an adapter. Why would you need different sizes of the reader?
Oh, because so if I was taking some pictures off my phone, or if I was taking them out of
there's an adapter. You just
camera.
pop the little card into it.
Yeah, so this one had a. I would just plug it into the USB, and you'd open up the door and have you could put 4 different kinds of from different either the little SIM card from your phone or the Apple SIM card or whatever the different cards are. I didn't have that many on the computer. I had the little adapter that plugged into the computer that would do all that work. I forget what are those fucking cards called? They go into my camera and shit. What the fuck is that called? Anyways, the data file holders. You can take them out of if you had a camcorder. Does anybody have a camcorder anymore? We have an old camcorder.
Doubt it.
Well, I was cleaning out the garage. That's an SD card. Absolutely, an SD card. Yeah, I was cleaning the basement, and I found an old camcorder. I was like, "What the fuck? Look at this! Nothing on it." I think we bought that camcorder thinking we were going to do something with it. I never did anything with it.
Yeah,
I
always wanted one so bad, and I know now I would never.
Well, that's what I know too. Like I'm never gonna fucking take this out to do anything with.
No, and especially now that my phone, like the videos that I take with my phone are mostly of my dogs.
Yeah, well, see, so here too is when I'm somewhere where we're doing something, I want to do the something. I don't want to take any fucking pictures and videos. I want to participate. Thank you very much. And participating for me is not standing back here while you all have great deal of fun and I take pictures of you having a great deal of fun while I'm over here doing nothing.
The only reason I would ever take videos at a concert were because it was my job to be like, hey, look at me. I'm at this concert that you wish you were at. If that were not the case, I would never take a video at a concert. And it used to drive me nuts to get behind people, and I would have to watch the concert through their phone because they would hold it up above their head. Bitch, put that down.
All right, so listen, what about the what about the job front? Anything new?
No. As a matter of fact, a job I had applied for with Pandora right after I got fired. They just announced who they hired. I never got an interview. So I texted my former boss who works there now and was like, why don't I even get interviewed for these things? And he said, I don't know. They didn't talk to me about it. He said, but probably they were looking for somebody with more label experience, which you have, but your resume is programming focused. It's radio focused. So you should customize your resume for every job. Okay. I get that, but also, why does every job need to have their hand held? If I've worked in radio and streaming radio for 30 plus years, it stands to reason, especially since I was a programmer, it stands to reason I have experience talking to labels.
Yeah, duh.
So why do I have to take all of the time to make a whole new resume to show you that I have experience talking to labels?
Yeah.
I know that's a thing in 2025. You're supposed to customize your resume for every job you apply to.
I'm not customizing mine. I don't. And so my resume has what it has on it. It has a bunch of, managerial programming, but a lot of operations. I've done a lot of operations director of operations, blah, blah, blah. A lot of managerial shit, a lot of number 2 guy stuff. And then it has, ran a company, blah, blah, blah. And I send that out. And I don't fucking customize it. Listen, if you are a director of operations, it doesn't fucking matter what it's in.
Yeah.
The job is the same. You're there to direct the fucking operation, whatever the job is. Now, jobs differ, yes. But like in most jobs, it's not about knowing how to do fucking, injection molding. It's about knowing how to motivate the people who do injection molding to injection mold.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's really so an operation job is a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of fucking rah-rahing. It's a lot of, boosting the morale of fucking head hangers and
I couldn't do that
work,
job.
don't grab ass, yada yada. I mean, you know what it is.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't do it, but yeah.
I think you could do it.
I am not a hand holder.
No, and there is a lot of hand holding.
I'm not that. I'm not that person.
There's a lot.
I'm not your mama. Be a grown up and do your fucking job.
Well, and so now back to the people who are looking at your resume.
I wonder why I can't get hired.
What's fucking wrong with these people? Do they not? Can they not look at it and figure this shit out? Are they so new to the profession that they don't understand what a fucking person with 30 years of programming experience? Well, they probably talked to some record folks along the way.
And I've got streaming radio experience, which is what that is.
Yeah.
Like,
it's all that.
This person that they hired came from a related field, like a related business, but on the distribution side, not on the radio side.
Oh.
So what makes them more and the same thing with the job at Spotify that I never got an interview for. I'm the ideal person for that job.
So are you feeling like without knowing anything other than they hired somebody else, or that you didn't? Does age have anything to do with this?
I don't think so, because one,
that's what I've been feeling.
I haven't put my age anywhere, and two, I don't think I look like my age.
No, well, but when you put I have 30 years experience in something, right?
Well, I started when I was 5, first of all.
When you start doing the math, you can figure out how old.
I mean, I only
is, right?
put on my resume, I only put the last 20 years of jobs. Like my resume, it would be multiple pages if I put every fucking radio job on there.
That's what I put, like a note from this year to this year, this 10-year span, various radios.
Yeah. I don't even do that. I just only go back to 2000.
Yeah, I'm at a single page. I have a single page.
Same. I think this is the one thing I fucking hate about Nashville, which is that if I'm not out constantly networking, constantly putting myself in front of people hire people they know. Whether or not they are qualified for the job, they hire who they know.
Yeah, but isn't that the way it's always been? So at least when I hired people for where you and I worked at KISS, I went to people I knew.
Mm.
I went to people I had worked with or knew or thought would work for dirt. Mm. I mean, I did. I went to the people I knew first. before I looked outside of the people I knew.
But you
Some
looked
things don't
outside.
change.
You looked
Huh?
outside to see what was out there.
Absolutely, yeah, because Shannon came from outside, or Kelly came from outside.
And I feel like if you had seen someone who had the experience and was requesting an opportunity to do the job, you would have had a conversation with them.
Oh yeah, well that's how Kelly got there.
But
I mean,
also, you would be the one doing the hiring. And this is the other thing, is that in Nashville and in the world right now, or at least in the United States, there's an HR person filtering through. And who knows what the fuck they know?
fucking I'm not sure that HR people are worth anything to employees.
No.
I think an HR person is a hindrance to an employee. They do not give a shit about employees.
Yeah.
They're just trying to protect the person who writes the check.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what I believe, because they really don't. They just don't care.
But the thing is, I'm fortunate to be in a position where, because I have some savings, I can focus on building this audiobook thing and trying to build up my catalog. I'm recording some books that I'm really excited about, and I'm recording some books that will build up the catalog.
Right.
And will count.
well, I thought that thing I sent you, and that you did go on. That I found that a little irony there, because we talked about that about, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks ago, a little bit
about the reading for the blind.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that there was pay attached to the opportunity that you sent me. I'm a little wary that it's a scam, but I applied for it anyway, so we'll see.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's weird, but it looks like maybe they're a nonprofit that does it.
Which is why I was surprised that there was pay attached to it.
Yeah, and but it would make I mean, you'd know after one hour-long session whether or not you're going to get paid or not.
Yeah.
Or however long. So you'll know. But I'm trying to figure out, how do you scam on that? Let's get somebody who knows how to read and not pay them.
Oh, well, what they would do is just collect the audio sample that you've sent them and use it to train AI and clone your voice without your permission.
See? So my head is nowhere near that kind of thinking, and that's exactly where it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and also, if they get enough, I don't know, that's a legitimate company. I just don't know if it's the legitimate company who posted the opening on Indeed.
Right.
Because scammers get through on Indeed. But they could, ask you to, if they get enough people interested and ask them to record enough shit, that could be just a constant turnover of not paying people.
Yeah, it could be the hi, I got the call again today.
And
hi,
the pay was low for what it is.
Right.
But not, it's more than zero. So
well, it seems like when I saw what the pay is, it seems like it's in the realm of what a nonprofit might pay for that kind of work for that purpose.
Right.
Had it said $1,000, like, this is a scam.
Well, yeah. And if I were to get the, 10, 20 hours a week doing it, it would pay still more than what the state of Tennessee was giving me.
Yeah. What did your state of Tennessee run out?
Yeah.
Oh.
A couple weeks ago.
God damn.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure you're fucking going, pulling your hair out a little bit.
I mean, it's interesting because I was talking to my financial advisor. We check in once a quarter. And I had started working them right before I got let go. And so I paid them for 1 month and then got laid off, and they immediately canceled the fee. Which was super cool. And they said, we're going to cancel it for 3 months and then we'll revisit in September. And then I was talking to them last week, and they extended the no fee thing till the end of the year. And And they're going to get, like, they're still going to get paid out of the investing that they're doing.
Yeah, of course.
For me. So they're not getting $0, but they're getting paid out of the investment, but not also for the financial advising.
Right.
But when I was talking to my advisor and he said, "How are you doing?" And I said, "I'm good. How are you?" And he said, "How's everything looking?" And I said, "Well, I'm still unemployed." And he said, "You seem brighter." And I said, "Well, honestly, I feel like when I step back and look at it, it's kind of a relief not to be on this treadmill of bullshit that I was on with this job, with that job, where the CEO was just constantly, we were constantly on edge, worried about what was going to happen. And so I feel like maybe there's a little bit of relief there."
Yeah, no doubt. At least in our talking, probably the last 6 months, at least, certainly the last 3 months, you were fucking really, it was a little crazy for you.
Yeah.
There was constant bullshit. And it is kind of nice. I mean, you're getting a relief in one area, although stress coming a little bit from the other side, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not an urgent situation yet. I have enough savings to probably get me through a year. So I obviously would prefer not to drain that, but
fuck no.
I'm not in a situation where I have to take a job I don't want or go on OnlyFans or, I have time to start taking pictures of my feet to sell them.
Well, what it is you at least have, you've got another 6 months before you got to start saying, okay, do I have to look in some fucking other area that I don't want to do something in?
Or in that 6 months, I build up enough audiobook business to start making money.
And how about didn't somebody talk to you about teaching?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything back about that.
Like, you haven't heard them.
And that doesn't pay well anyway. I was looking up what adjunct professors make, and it's like stupid low money.
Yeah, it is stupid low, but it's kind of prestigious, right?
Yeah, it would be nice for the resume.
Yeah, and maybe you get some free education, and you go get a master's.
Maybe.
Wherever it is. I know. It's fucking nutty. So thanks you guys for last week. I know Chris isn't here, but thanks for last week for
of course
for giving me that space, because I definitely needed it.
And we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah. Talk to you next week.
All right.
Bye.